Okay. So, हेलो, रितेश आवाज आ रही है? हेलो. Okay. So let's start the class. Today we are going to discuss about the fault analysis. Fault analysis of the power system. Okay. So try to share the screen, and then we will continue our discussion. So today we are going to discuss about the symmetrical fault analysis or fault analysis. Fault analysis in which we are more concentrate on the unsymmetrical type fault analysis. We know that the fault occurs in the power system are two types. One is your symmetrical types, and another is your unsymmetrical types. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the symmetrical types. Symmetrical symmetrical fault. Okay. Symmetrical fault. So let's try to see what are the various type of fault take place in the power system. So maybe classify this one as a switch fault. That means one is your switch fault. Switch fault. That is also known as open circuit fault. Also, it is known as the open conductor fault or open circuit fault, whatever you may want. Okay, open circuit fault. Fault. Next one is your shunt type fault or shunt circuit fault. Okay, so next is your shunt fault. Or shunt circuit fault. Shunt circuit fault. This shunt fault classified as the triple line fault or triple line to ground fault, or another is your line to ground fault, line to line fault, double line to ground fault. Okay, so this one may be classified as again your triple line fault. The shunt fault can be classified as the triple line fault, triple line to ground fault. So triple line fault or triple line to ground fault or triple line to ground fault. Okay. So this is known as the symmetrical fault. Triple line fault or maybe triple line to ground fault is known as the symmetrical fault. Okay. Symmetrical fault. And next one is either maybe line to ground fault, double line fault, or double line to ground fault. So line to ground fault line to line fault and double line to ground fault. So double line to ground fault. This is known as the unsymmetrical fault. Unsymmetrical fault. Symmetrical fault. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about this symmetrical fault, means triple line fault or triple line to ground fault. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about this symmetrical fault. Okay. This one may be dark. So what are the basic assumptions for calculating the symmetrical fault current? Please just first of all discuss, and then we will find the symmetrical fault of the triple line to triple line fault or maybe triple line to ground fault current, fault circuit MDA, whatever. So first of all, try to discuss about the assumption. Okay. Symmetrical fault is actually balance current fault. We maybe say that the balance current fault, so that we can calculation can be done for the per phase value. Okay, if you calculate in per phase, so your calculation make easy. So what are the various type of assumption in this symmetrical fault current calculation? Okay, so let's write here assumption for calculating symmetrical fault current. Calculating symmetrical fault current fault current good. So first one, just consider here for the assumption, that means at the time of fault, so the system operated at the no load condition. Okay, only the no load current flow at the fault time. So the triple line fault take place, that means symmetrical fault take place, the system operating at the no load condition. Okay, pre-fault value, that means no load current. So pre-fault current value is your no load value. So first one is your assumption. So at the time of fault, so just assume that at the time of fault, for the system operated at no load. For the system operated at no load. Next one is the EMF induced in per phase, that is assumed as in per unit value equal to 1 at 0 degree. Okay. So induced EMF in per phase of generator induced EMF in generator is assumed as is represented by magnitude of 1 at 0 degree phase angle. Remember, magnitude is 1 at 0 degree phase angle. At 0 degree phase angle. So it may be represented in mathematical equation form. That means E equal to 1 at 0 degree in per unit. Okay. So we will represent that means EMF induced is represented by capital E. So let's try to write here. Capital E equal to magnitude 1 at an angle of 0 degree in per unit. So represented in per unit here. Equal to 1 at an angle of 0. Of 0 degree. 1 at an angle of 0 degree in per unit. So in per unit. Okay. Next one is all the transformer consist in the power system is represented by only leakage reactance. Okay, the resistance is negated. So when you draw the single line diagram or three phase single line diagram, then you only just consider the reactance of the transformer. Okay. So all transformer consist in the power system system is represented only by leakage reactance of the transformer. Which represented by only leakage reactance of the transformer. Leakage reactance of the transformer. This you may be keep in your mind. Their transformer equivalent resistance is represented by the EMF induced and their equivalent resistance and reactance. So whenever you consider in the symmetrical fault current calculation, you only represent the transformer by the leakage reactance. That means X equivalent. Okay. Next one is your all the transmission line parameters. That means transmission line parameters resistance is neglected and only consider the inductive reactance. Okay. So in transmission line line resistance is neglected. Resistance is neglected, and only consider inductive reactance and only consider inductive reactance of the transmission line. Inductive reactance of the transmission line. Line resistance and series capacitance you may be also neglected. Okay. So only consider the transmission line parameter inductive reactance. Okay. Inductive reactance. Reactance. Next one is your due to the balance nature of fault current make it calculation easy. It may be solved in per phase. Okay. So next one is your balance nature of fault current. Balance nature of fault current fault current make its calculation easy. Make its calculation, that means symmetrical fault current calculation, make its calculation easy. So next we consider make it easy. So next one is what is our step involved in three-phase symmetrical fault current calculation. Okay, this symmetrical fault current. So just to discuss before the calculation of symmetrical current, a step what we do when we are going to find the three-phase symmetrical fault current calculation. Okay. So a step involved in step involved in three-phase symmetrical fault current calculation. Three-phase symmetrical fault current calculation. So just see one by one what are the steps involved when we are going to find out the three-phase symmetrical fault current. So whatever the power system given to you, just first of all draw the single line diagram of that system. That means whatever given to you at the page. So draw the single line diagram. First step is you draw the single line diagram. So draw the single line diagram of the given system. Single line diagram of the given system. System. I think it is known to you for how we draw the single line diagram of the power system. And next one is your represent the reactance value in per unit of each element. Okay. We draw the single line diagram, represent the reactance value in per unit of each element. That means whatever may be in your system, suppose the transformer, transmission line, etc. So that reactance value represented per unit. Okay. So leakage reactance leakage reactance, that means X per unit, reactance represented by X per unit of each element of the power system. X. So represented by X in per unit of each element in a power system single line diagram. Represent leakage reactance X per unit of each element on the single line diagram, single line diagram, So each element, that means what are the components consist in your power system, transmission line, transformer, etc. So that element represented leakage reactance in per unit. Okay. So that transformer means diagram. Transformer transmission line is a line. Today I have mentioned this point here also in assumption all the transformer consistent power system is represented by the leakage reactance. So their leakage reactance is represented in per unit value. Okay, and transmission line parameters also indicated on the single line diagram by the per unit value. That means leakage reactance in per unit value. Okay. So transformer and transmission line and other elements are if involved in your system, then you may be represent their leakage reactance value per unit. Okay. So, next is your single line diagram. Draw the single line diagram in per phase. Okay. Here, when you draw the single line diagram in first step of the actual system, and in last step, you just draw the single line diagram in per phase. Last step is your draw the single line diagram in per phase. Okay. Draw the single line diagram in per phase. Okay. So creatively. Next, what we have to in here, evaluate the equivalent reactance of the system. And you know that how we can find the equivalent reactance region to sun. Okay, or series are in parallel. So just calculate the equivalent reactance of the system as seen from the fault point. Okay, suppose that the fault is created here, and whatever the system involved up to this fault point, you just find out the equivalent leakage, the equivalent reactance from this point, seen from this point, okay, fault point. So last point is your evaluate the equivalent reactance of the system. Evaluate the equivalent reactance reactance of the power system of reactance of the power system power system as seen from the fault point. Okay. As seen from the fault point. The fault point. where you are going to solve these three-phase symmetrical fault current calculation or fault calculation, you just try to just you assumption point keep in your mind. What are the assumptions we have considered here? That assumption you must be kept in your mind, and when you are this step is also kept in your mind. What are the steps we follow when we are going to three-phase symmetrical fault calculation? That means assumption we are very clearly when few minutes earlier, that means at the fault point, that means at the fault time or point. Suppose that the system operated at the no load, and when the unsymmetrical fault take place, that means which are known as the unsymmetrical fault, that is three line fault, three line to line fault, or three line to ground fault. Okay, so the fault current is obviously very high, symmetrical fault. And next one is your induced EMF in generator is represented by the magnitude of 1 at an angle of 0 degree. Okay, whatever the generator involved in your power system. And next is your transformer involved in the power system is represented only by the decay reactance of the transformer. Anywhere you are drawing single line diagram of the power system. So transformer part consists only leakage reactance. Okay. Similarly, the transmission line, when you are going to consider the transmission line representation, then only you just consider the inductive reactance. Okay. Inductive part. And if you complete the single line diagram and then just you represent the leakage reactance in per unit of each element, and finally when you to calculation you just draw this single line diagram in per phase. Okay. So since it is balance condition for the balance condition, so we can done calculation in per phase. Okay, and simply if you multiply by 3, then we get the three phase fault current. First of all, we just find the fault current for per phase. So the symmetrical single line diagram is also drawn in per phase diagram. And then you just represent all the parameters, either maybe the injectors for of transformer, transmission line, whatever maybe. So this one you may be when you just represent this. When you follow this procedure, your system will look like this way. Okay. And final presentation of this single line diagram, your representation is just something like look like this way. Okay. Consider here. Okay. So finally, if you want to draw in the circuit form, then you may be represented as suppose that this one is your per phase EMF induced of the generator, that is represented by capital E equal to 1 at an angle of 0 degree per unit. Okay. And connected in series, whatever the equivalent leakage reactance in the system. So this one is represented by equivalent leakage reactance JXE equivalent in per unit. Okay. And suppose at this point fault take place, so you may consider this one as the fault point. And what is the current flowing through this one? I represented by IF. Okay, that is fault current is represented by IF. Now, how we can find the fault this fault current? How we can just find out the fault current this one? As you know that in any circuit theory, if you apply the KVL, then we can write for the current equal to what EF divided by impedance. So in place of impedance, here only consists of reactance part. So IF, that means fault current per unit, since all the parameters represented in per unit here reactance and EMF. So IF is also represented here, that means per unit. And IF equal to E in per unit divided by reactance in per unit. Is it not? So this value is calculated in per unit value. So similarly, we can find it. If you find fault current in per unit, then simply you can calculate an actual value of fault current, that is nothing but the, or we can represent the per unit quantity. We already discussed the per unit quantity is nothing but the actual quantity divided by base value. Okay. So actual value, if you want to find out, then per unit value into base current. Okay. So simply just we can find the fault current here in actual value. Okay. So next we will proceed in the next class. We stop here. So maybe consider here. Okay. So we stop here and we will continue in the next class.